this is a very ancient and special holy well called St Mary's Well, and this has been a thing. I mean, this is older than like Newcastle itself almost. This you can see this water comes through here and it's clear as anything, and so in the ancient times that means it was good to drink. So people would come here for its healing properties from all over the country. There was said to have been an apparition here of the Virgin Mary back in medieval times. Now, possibly the reason that apparitions like that can occur is because this is actually meant to be a warm spring, so that in very cold mornings you might have a cloud of vapour above here, and that would give rise to perhaps apparitions of spirits and things like that. So maybe that's where the original story came from. But what ended up happening was that this became one of the main shrines in the whole country, so that people would travel, and pilgrims would come here from all over. It was given indulgences by the Pope so that people can come and pay for their sins here, and you know, along with like Canterbury Cathedral and St Paul's in London and Durham Cathedral, where the bones of St Cuthbert are, you have St Mary's Well. So this is a very important holy place. It may be pre-Christian. You can tell it might be pre-Christian because we've got a yew tree here, which is a very ancient type of tree with a lot of mythological and pagan significance, the yew tree. So this is St Mary's Well. The stonework here is rather late. It's maybe 19th century, but the brickwork inside the well down here, there's a few coins in there. This brickwork is possibly a bit older, maybe even going back to the 1600s. And above it here you have this word gratia, so that stands for grace. Ave Maria gratia plena, so Hail Mary full of grace. So like I say, this was a healing well, because you know, in medieval times drinking water was always unclean typically, and so people got sick all the time, and so people needed to come to places like this to drink fresh water to recover. There was a hospice associated with it at St Mary's Chapel. Just as in one of my previous videos, I talk about St Leonard's Hospice in Tynemouth in Northumberland Park, just before you get over the Dean into Tynemouth. It was a place where people could convalesce like a hospice. So this is the story of St Mary's Well. It's a very ancient holy well.